TIFU by hooking my girlfriend up with a job at a company I work for. Happened years ago, but I was told to post this here. My girlfriend, at the time, and I were dating for just shy of 6 years. We were high school sweethearts and still in school. She had always struggled with jobs and keeping them. And since we lived together, I usually had to pick up the slack. I was working as an assistant manager at a video game retail store at the time. Probably not hard to figure out which one. It was honestly an easy job as long as you gave little effort. Pre-orders here, couple warranty cells there. As my girlfriend loved video games more than I did, I had the brilliant idea to get her a job. She's a girl, solid 7/10. While 80% of our customers were neckbeards who hardly get to interact with women. There's no way she can fuck this up, I said, confidently to myself. There is a policy as of most companies that people in relationships can't work at the same location. No problem. We have 12 stores in our district that are within a 5-mile radius. They seriously put these stores on every other block. I do a little digging and hook her up at a neighboring store that had a vacant position. She would also be working with the head store manager of the district. Indirectly one of my bosses. Few weeks in, and it's going great. What took me about a year to get moved up, she does in weeks. I'm not a self-conscious person, so I didn't care. Plus she could help pick up her half of the bills. Here's where I started to realize TIFU. Girlfriend comes driving in with a brand new car. Considering we were living paycheck to paycheck, I was pretty upset. I asked her where she got the car from and she told me, "I've been saving up." Bullshit, but okay. I loved her, so as long as she's happy, I'm happy. Next comes in with write-ups. I started getting write-ups and customer complaints left and right. I'm a very good employee and I very rarely make anyone upset. I couldn't even find where these customers were coming from. Even though my performance was the best out of most employees, I was starting to fear for my job. As to be predicted, I ended up getting fired. I tried to fight it, but I live in Texas, and the rules are that companies can fire anyone at any time for any reason. I'm absolutely crushed. I turned to my girlfriend for emotional support to find her extremely distant. She dumped me days later. Double whammy. I loved her for 6 years. She told me she felt this way for a while. Things are the same. I'm absolutely heartbroken. I'm angry, depressed, jobless. Felt like my life got flipped upside down. 1 week later her Facebook status put her in a relationship with her boss. My boss. Not sure when it happened, but he bought her a car. And then got me fired. Turns out all the customer complaints about me originated from that store somehow. Total BS. I set her up to absolutely FCK me over and to bone my boss. TL. Doctor. I got my girlfriend a job only for her to FCK my boss and to get me fired. I'm still a little sad about it, but it is what it is. Edit. Perhaps the biggest foo is the fact I didn't sue. I was such an emotional wreck from everything it didn't even cross my mind. But I'm doing pretty well for myself now, and whatever money I'd get wouldn't be worth bringing her to court for. Just the thought of seeing her sends chills down my spine. Update. A couple of you guys were wondering, but they dated a few months and broke it off. Neither of them work for the company anymore. A little detail I forgot to mention, that when she came to take her stuff from our place, he was helping carry the stuff to her car. That was probably the most gut-wrenching moment for me. Both of them are pos. Second update. I really appreciate all the positive feedback. I've been mostly over it, but the love really helps. Some of you guys are asking where she is now. She's doing alright. She's engaged to one of my old high school friends. Also slightly suspicious. Still driving that same car, too. From the looks of it, I'm doing pretty well for myself. And if there's any happy ending to this, is that I'm genuinely happier than I've ever been in my life. Third and probable final update. Again, I really appreciate the positive messages. Reliving and retelling the story made me angry and I missed a few details. I can't prove that he bought her a car, but I was pretty aware of her finances, and she couldn't afford a new car without significant help. It wasn't a fancy car. It was a new Prius that was worth about $18,000. In addition to trading in her old car, and the rumor around the block was that he did in fact help her. I was not a perfect boyfriend. I got upset at silly things. I could have been more attentive, but I never raised my voice. And I was very loyal. The course of when she got promoted to when she got the car was roughly 3 or 4 months. The separation and firing happened about 2 months after that. I didn't clarify that detail. The boss was a DM in training. Recently got promoted, and the kind of guy that would spend money to impress a girl. Fuck. Now I'm sad. Edit. For those asking why sad. I appreciate that Op is doing better now and I'm happy for him. Truly. I wrote the original comment prior to edits detailing his happiness and moving on. Not only that though, going through something similar to his story. I'm sure the moment of impact was awful and the suffering was intense at the time. Still, I'm glad things have gotten better. Damn. Like she couldn't just leave you? For what reason did that guy have to get you fired first? I can't imagine how you were feeling after that. She sounds crazy. Better it happened now than later. When you are married and she tries to take one half your stuff. If you lawyer up to sue for unfair dismissal, they'll settle and you'll get a payout. The boss will get a serious black eye. The fuck up wasn't helping your mate, it was dating her. You dodged a bullet. That fucking bitch was gonna leave you once she found the rich guy. Just be glad she did before you married her. Her life is going to be terrible, miserable and full of absurd drama. You're lucky to be out of it. Buddy, you've gotta sue them. I think you may have a real case here. You can't just let them get away with this. I really hope you go to a lawyer because it's pretty clear what your GF and her boss did to you, and I'm sure the courts will also be able to see it. Seriously man, you don't deserve to be treated like this. You should go after them. Or expose her on Facebook. Make sure her friends know what a boss she is. So the thing you tried to avoid to be compliant with company policy is the thing they ended up doing, which violated company policy and got you unethically fired? Sounds like you could have a case. Also, they've been so shitty as a company with such toxic culture. This would be a good hit to them too. Oof. It was an accident. I didn't mean to hit her with my car. She came out of nowhere. Sir, you drove through the front of the store. Your ex was a bitch. But lord, that company not looking into where the write-up coming from is cancer. As is the skeevy boss. Well my dude, you're moving on and she's probably going to be stuck working at GameStop forever. I see this as a good thing and I hope you do too. I don't understand why they felt the need to fire you when she could have just jumped you and not update her status, leaving you none the wiser for a while. If this isn't made up, you need to talk to a lawyer. Well, this was awful to read. Sad face. Assistant to the regional manager. Go on. You got rid of what seems like a pretty shitty person. You actually won. Not all wins in life feel good though. I hope things work out for you. You deserve better. You dodged a heat-seeking missile. Bro, I just know that from this point on, your life will be leggin'. Wait for it. Dairy. Legendary. Sounds like a movie. I wonder if they're still together.
If you enjoyed this video, Please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.